What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Drew YQ. Welcome to another episode of Winners Win Finance. Today we're going to be talking about Traeger stock, ticker symbol COOK. Yes, Cook. And we're going to be going into a little bit of the history, what price you should buy, should you invest in this company or should you not. Please like, subscribe, leave a comment below, and that's all I ask. And without any further ado, let's get right into the video. Alright guys, so let's get right into it, right? Traeger Incorporated. Let's talk about this company. Let's get into the origin story, right? So basically pellet stoves, right? Pellet grills. Now, to learn about Traeger stock, you have to learn a little about, pellet grills and wood pellets, right? So the origins of just pellet grills in general trace back all the way to the 1970s oil crisis, right? And the demand for an affordable heat source. So they're looking for an affordable heat source, and they looked into these pellet grills and wood pellets, and they found this as a very affordable way of finding a heat source. It was the best alternative heat source was wood pellets, I guess you would say, right? So small hardwood capsules made by compressing sawdust, basically. By 1982, Joe Traeger, whose family owned an Oregon heating company, began experimenting with a pellet burning furnace, right? Pellet stoves enjoyed, a lot of popularity in the Northwest and Northeast, but the Traeger name would ultimately become synonymous with a different product. During a 4th of July barbecue in 1985, Joe stepped away from cooking chicken only to return and find the grill engulfed in flames. He kicked it over in frustration, and that's when he began his quest to build a better grill, one that burned wood pellets, right? So this was kind of the origin story behind this whole company. So basically the beginning of Traeger grills. Traeger was they developed their first grill in 1985, and it was patented in 1986, and they began producing in 1988. So in 1988, that's when they started producing these grills. The grill's exterior design borrowed heavily from traditional offset smokers, a classic drum barrel body with a chimney. Where the side-mounted firebox had been, Traeger put the pellet hopper. So it was a very, early, development of wood pellet grills. And personally, I have a lot of friends that use the Traeger grill. I learned about this company through friends who like to grill a lot, and every time I go over to their house and one of these people used this Traeger grill, I just know it was delicious food. You know what I mean? That was my first experience about this company. I would just go to friends and they would say, yeah, I have this Traeger grill. And every time they cooked, it was delicious. So that's how I got into this company. But yeah, that's just a little history, a little origin behind this company. I thought it would be useful. But I guess let's get, a little further into the numbers here and, what fair price, we're going to talk about some of the competitors, and let's get a little more into that. Alright guys, so let's talk about Traeger stock. Now, they first IPO'd on July 29th this year, 2021, at $22. Now, since then, they've fallen quite a bit, which is about 4 months later, to around $13.74, I believe, was the last price I saw it at, which I believe is actually a really good price to buy. Our fair price for this company is going to be $18 or below. So if you can buy this, company at $18 or less, I think it is a fair price to buy this stock. I, really would like to get under $12 or less. So if this company gets under $12 or less, I think that is an absolute steal. But even at $13, $14, I think is a really good deal. So I'm going to be buying this stock, and I'm really excited to get involved. This whole company is something I truly believe in. They have some competitors. One of their biggest competitors is Weber. And a lot of people say, why would someone buy a Traeger grill when it is actually way more expensive than a Weber alternative, right? Now, that is the only downside. These Traeger grills are really expensive. I think their cheapest grill is around $750, which is, you know, a pretty high price point for the average consumer. And Weber offers a lot of more affordable ones, so why would you ever want to buy a Traeger grill? My personal opinion, I think the Traeger grills are really high quality. I've talked to a lot of friends that use them. I've never heard a horrible or a bad complaint about them. You know, they say it's really expensive, and that seems to be the biggest complaint, is this they're really expensive. You have to buy the wood pellets all the time, which can add up a lot. But at the end, you know, a lot of people are just happy with the results of, you know, their food and the grill at the end of the day, even over how expensive it is. So I believe that this company and the price of these grills is at a fair value, and I think they're going to continue to grow. The revenue growth has been absolutely fantastic, with at least 20% or more. And if you know Winners Win Finance, we like to invest in companies with at least a 20% revenue growth, which Traeger Stock has been carrying on solid, you know, especially through the pandemic. They've seemed to really do well. Now, as long as they keep growing this revenue, I am all for this company and going to be holding this long term. And if you look at their margins, that's kind of, in my opinion, going to be their biggest problem. They're only averaging around 40% margins over the last 3 years, which is not bad at all. It's actually really good. But if you know Winners Win Finance, we like to invest into companies with at least a 60% margin. And right now, they're paying a lot for their shipping costs for these grills. They are, you know, getting a lot of supplies from China and having to ship these supplies from China all the way over to the United States, which has been very costly. And as a lot of people know, with the pandemic going on, it has been getting more and more costly. And so a lot of companies are struggling. Traeger is one of those companies that is struggling because of this. It is not maybe the only reason why their stock has been plummeting a little bit, but if you know a lot about IPOs, and a lot of the times I always tell my people, we do not invest into IPOs on the first week, second week, or even the first month. I like to kind of wait maybe 3 months, and after 3 months I make my decision. This company has now been, on the market for 4 months, and I am looking to buy. Is a really, really good company to buy. I love the CEO currently. His name is Jeremy Andrews, I believe is how you pronounce it. He is a solid CEO. I think we have very, very big future in the next 10, 20 years, but especially in the next 3 to 5 years, I can see this revenue continue to grow over 20, and I really think this company has a bright future. So yeah, guys, that's pretty much it. This company, like I said, I'm trying to buy, $12 or below, ideally, but if it is under $18 or less, it is still a good buy in my opinion, and I'm going to be buying and holding this long term for at least 3 to 4 or 5 years, as long as we still see that revenue growth and they become an extremely profitable company. But yeah, guys, go ahead and like, subscribe, leave a comment below for any other stocks you want me to do an analysis on and take a look at. I appreciate all the love and feedback. I'm going to be trying to post more and more as much as I can. Make sure to hit my social media at DrewIQ210. But yeah, I guess that's all for the video. I will see y'all later. Y'all have a good one. Thanks for stopping by. Thank you.